where I was just saying that since the channel's coming back, we gotta build a bigger dam, right guys? Every time we have the channel coming back, we have to build a bigger dam in order to get more people to join the series, because for some reason people only care about really big dams. I mean, damn it. We're gonna build all the dams, but first, a word from our sponsor, Reese's Puffs. Not actually, don't worry. Don't worry, we don't actually have Reese's Puffs as a sponsor, but that commercial was great while it lasted. Okay, so we have our districts together. The traffic issues have actually been not too bad. I don't know, I think the fire helicopter depot burned down, which is kind of ironic. Or that earthquake all the way over here knocked it out. Earthquakes, gotta love them. And then we have a little bit of trash and supply issue over here, but we can fix that up. And then after that, champ, build the dam, build the dam. Oh boy, if you keep speaking like that, I may end up building one. A third one. Do we even have enough space for it? No. The only way to build a third dam would be to completely cover this, actually that's not true. It would raise the water behind the dam. I guess it would kind of protect Atlantis Park, but I do not think a third dam is the way to solve this problem, unfortunately. I like it when the solution is simply adding more of the same and getting a lot of use for it, but I do not think that is the solution to the problems of the city right now. Right now, the city has slight overflow issues as the population raises to levels that it was never actually designed to hit. Hey! 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 It's another earthquake, 18.7, but where? WRU seems safe. Oh! Oh! Did one of my pumps oh no, that's just a broken power line. I got really scared that it hit right here for a second. That would have been really bad. I would have been really nervous about that. Where is it? Is it in the city? Is it over here again? Oh! Oh! That is very interesting. Oh, geez. It knocked out a single freshwater outlet. Oh, 2 freshwater outlets. Oh, no. Huh. Well, that was pretty intense. Not really, because nothing really happened from that. Try again later, loser. Haha, you missed. Oh, Jeeber is now hosting me for up to 13 viewers. Wow, thank you, Jeeber. Highly appreciated. I am inspired by your great gift. So let's take a check back at this watery area over here. I'm gonna say we've got a pretty stable system actually after what happened last time. It could certainly be worse, although we are barely making money. So focusing on a little bit of cash generation may be a good thing. Oh, I wonder how this is going to be a little bit annoying. This is probably going to cause damage to the dam again. Whenever we get big things of water like that, it gets really messy. And just making sure it didn't break the water grid. Okay, it didn't. The water grid is honestly like, when the water grid breaks, it's not good. It is very bad because it causes like an entire cascade effect. Not good at all. So the professional way to deal with problems is as follows. Last time I said, or the time before that, we were cleaning up the pipes and I never actually properly did that. Yeah, but now I know how to do it without causing a massive issue. Thank you, Jam Bam, for the cheers. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going. Oh, this is dead. Bye, Gilbert. Have a nice time, man. Wait. If this isn't where the water... Oh, the water's coming from... This is such a mess. This is why we get murdered whenever there's a disaster. Because our water system was designed by a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old! I have no clue what's going on here either. Like, where does this... Why are these so bugged? It's almost as if I was lazy and used to move it, and it caused massive issues. Where's this one? Ah, very nice. This is the one that actually goes through. So we should be able to cut the other ones without any repercussions. And that goes up to Atlantis Park. And this one, we're gonna modify just a tiny bit because it's a little bit redundant. We can just make this go like a fork. Bam! That should do it. And that should be all. Making sure that I am correct in my assumption that this won't cause any huge issues by just swapping a pipe. But it looks like I'm correct. And nothing is going terribly wrong. Okay, great. This is a little bit questionable. I'll be honest. We've got some. Oh, this is so weird. It's really made a. I wonder if that's gonna hurt the rate at which the water evaporates. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the evaporation. Oh, this wave is really gonna mess with us though. Oh, whatever. It's such a slight problem compared to all the other problems we have, like this horrible traffic. After the road got flooded, like everything's gone downhill. Everything. My beautiful traffic system is being turned inside out. Inside out, I tell you. Now instead of everyone drowning, only half the people are drowning. Okay. So the WRU is holding up. Everything we did previously is holding up. Now we can actually look at some city improvements, considering the population's dropping anyways. Why not deal with a few issues along the way? The dam district is looking pretty damn nice. But one thing that I've always wanted to do, and this was, you know, give the dam district a little bit more love. It's a little bit disappointing, honestly. Like, it's pretty damn small. So what I'm gonna do with my, I guess, slight power is, what kind of bridge is that? That's interesting. Is we're going to expand the dam district. Give them, it's about damn time. Haha. Haha. I'm gonna get demonetized for these damn puns soon, so gotta be careful. Okay, let's just go ahead, bam, and expand the dam district a little bit. Just enough to, you know, foster a little bit of hope. Because if the main city ever dies, God forbid, it'll be nice to have a nice little area that still has living beings. It'll just be here in Area 51. But this one doesn't have aliens, so it's a little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing indeed. I prefer my alien loops. Or like Fruit Loops, but with like slimy alien bits. Don't quote that. Please. Please don't quote that one. That one came out a little bit more weird than I was planning. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and build some beautiful... Did anyone go to Area 51? Yeah, like I think it was like 1,000 people or something were there, like, partying. It looked pretty fun. It looked like a good time. What do you think of Area 51 raid? I think it was a meme, and then it became something much greater. And I think it's something that we're gonna remember for a long time as one of the stupid things we've succeeded in doing from the internet. I mean, not as good as the Shia LaBeouf flag, but pretty damn funny. There we go. There we go. Okay, everything's looking pretty good. There's more water coming into here as time goes on, which means that the dam is definitely getting more water as time goes. Well, no duh. I mean, I probably don't have to explain that the water is getting hot. Why do you not have enough water? What is up with that? There we go. That's better. Who is sick of all these damn puns? Yeah. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Okay, so this is having a little bit of trouble again. I don't know. I think we've actually got everything working pretty stable again. Disappointing for me because I can't get a really clickbaity title, but it means that we can expand the dam district finally, which is nice. Actually, let's artificially increase demand so that this series actually starts moving somewhere again. That's my it's my right as a YouTuber to make sure that things don't freeze up and go nowhere. Rip Underwater City. That series just really just disappeared. I just forgot about it. It happens a lot. If I forget a series, that means that I'm usually not enjoying it enough that, like... Or that it just didn't do as well. Like, the Underwater City was supposed to be, like, Atlantis level. Like, people were supposed to be really interested in it, and it just didn't garner that much interest. Unfortunately, Naruto run past gates. That was fantastic. The guards at Area 51 were actually really cool about it too. That was the best part, seeing like the US, the military was just laughing with them and talking to them, chatting, asking them questions. It reminds you that we're all just people. I mean, it may be a super secret base for Air Force technology, but at the same time, you know, it's people. And that's the lesson of the day. We're all people, whether we're defending alien secret artifacts or not. Put the city in a dam. Well, this part of the city is in a dam. And the amusement park's in a dam as well. Let's not forget, I am the same person who made Australia float off of the ground. And for some reason, that didn't get any views either. I swear, the better the idea, the worse it performs. Like Infinite Power in Cities Skylines, 2 million views. Floating Australia, what, 10,000? Honestly. There is discrimination against good ideas on YouTube. Sad. Very sad. Like, my idea for a potato-based welfare system was so good. You know, if you're doing poorly, you just give them some potatoes. Because what can't you do with potatoes, honestly? Look, let me list the things you can do with potatoes. You can make batteries to power your TV. You can eat them in like 800 different ways. You can make walls with them, like in Los Vooperia. There's so many things you can do with potatoes, so that is my new program for poor Vooperians. We give them potatoes. Spike Viper President 2020. Actually, 2036 I will be eligible to run, which is also by chance an election year. So vote Spike 2036. Thank you. Thank you indeed. I will fix America's traffic and I will implement potato welfare reform. Very nice indeed. If you want to see my political side, go over to the Vooperian Party, where I talk about real world issues every like half a year. I add a new video there, so you gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for when one of those are coming. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. I'm gonna do a slight wall here, just as like an initial, like I'm trying to think about safety, which may seem a little bit funny considering this is my channel, but you know, the dams have a little bit of problems sometimes, and we gotta deal with those problems. So having some safe systems to get the water where it needs to go, that's important. Real world issue, Spike. LMAO. Ahem. I will fix all of the real world issues, excuse me. Okay, budget, our water budget's all the way up. But we're actually really quickly draining through our money. So we're going to... We're going to reduce healthcare, actually. We can probably drop healthcare to about 130% without anyone noticing. Our healthcare is pretty much perfect already. So... Balancing the budget with Spike, something no other politician would do. A balanced budget? That's ridiculous. Who would even propose it? Look at this. What a beautiful system. So you can actually see the water currents, which is one of my favorite things. We've got the water coming down. And that, oh, this has actually created a little bit of an interesting one. It's getting pulled to the side faster. So that may actually hurt evaporation a little bit, but that's okay. The water comes in. It's actually tilting towards this direction now that it has this tiny outflow here. It's enough to throw it off balance. It goes around Atlantis Park through the dam, but the next dam actually pulls it straight out. So we've got a lot of forces here, and then obviously it gets picked up. And we're still recycling the water from the water source over here. You know, I am noticing that this water over here is actually rising. Is that just me? Is anyone else noticing that? Can we get an outside check on that? Or are we dealing with a Plan Z situation? Because this, it's actually no, it's a bit higher than it should be. Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, no, we're dealing with an actual situation now. Interesting. How did... It's got to be the sewage treatment going up. The solution to this is very simple. We can't add more pumps. Unfortunately, we're kind of pumped out. And by that I mean, if we add any more pumps, then the other pumps are just going to start working less efficiently. So we're actually going to have to start a brand new water dealing area over here. Water dealing. It's like, yo man, I've got 10 waters in my backpack. 20 bucks. The water dealer. Dun dun dun. Don't get in trouble, kids. You don't want to deal with the H2O. New evaporation chamber. Just a new area for it to come out from. I just realized though, the area I put this is really dumb because it doesn't actually have too much evaporation space. This should be way in the other direction. That's okay, I can just do this. I'm surprised that worked so well. Now we don't want it to fall on the dam district, so we're gonna do like an angle over here. There we go. Because if we put it like over straight, it'll go out like that. I mean, it probably wouldn't make much of a difference, but I'm just being careful, okay? Don't hate. I'm just trying my best. Hopefully the water comes out in the right spot, because sometimes City Skylines can be a little bit stupid when you move water sources. Please, yes! Okay. So this added capacity should, and keyword is should, help out when it comes to everything else. Man, there's a lot of dead people. For my cities, that's not rare, but that's a lot of death care that's not holding up. Man, that really snuck up. Why are we having this issue? Did this really affect it enough? I don't think it did. We lost like 3. Was it really balanced that well? 3 outflow pipes were able to change everything. The world may never know. But here we go. New water spillway. This should increase the amount that we're able to pump, which should drop this water level. Pretty confident this is gonna work. Slightly less convinced it's going to work. Okay, so our water budget is actually at 100%, so I can't actually do anything about that. I can add more pumps. I can add more pumps, but the most important spot to pump... Yeah, this is getting a little bit out of hand, isn't it? Okay. So we'll make some emergency over water pumps if the water just goes a little bit over where it's supposed to. These 2 bad boys. Now the problem is the more pumps we add, the less efficient the rest of the pumps are, because they're all pumping out of a limited away from... What am I saying? Jeez, I'm really getting a... The pumps have to pump out these outflow pipes. So if we add more pumps but not more outflow pipes, it'll get clogged up and backed up. On the other hand, if we add more outflow pipes than pumps, then we're just wasting money. So we're gonna add these pumps 2 at a time, because if we decrease the efficiency too much, this will start overflowing because these won't do enough. And if that happens, we're screwed. So the basic idea is get away with using as few pumps, pumping as little water as possible. Also, my headphones are about to die, so 1 second. I'm gonna do a battery transplant if you've never seen me do one of these before. Steel Series headphones, best for recording, because if they die, you just... I cannot hear you, you can hear me. Well, I can never hear you in the first place, to be fair. And side of the headphone, pop, I can hear again. Wow. Now that was beautiful. Okay. What did I just open? Ah, F8 to high. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's for sun shafts. Neat. Okay. So, question is it getting better or worse? It looks like it's getting better. Wow. Just 2 pumps make a lot of a difference. I mean, that's a lot of extra water they handle, though, to be fair. And also, this is giving it a little bit more throughput as well. The thing to be careful about, though, is the more we add up here, the less evaporation factor we get, and the higher this water gets. And at some point, a dam just can't handle the amount of water coming in behind it. And we don't want to hit that point. That's why we put this in. But eventually we will hit that point, and it will be very painful. And we will highly regret it. Just like I highly regret the amount of traffic that's now over here, since we have added more. Jeez. Oh my. The poor dam district has such an issue. Oh wow. There's a lot of water here now. Huh. This is like a park. Hey mom, can we go look at the waterfall? This is a really big waterfall. These canals are absolutely massive. Look at the size of this avenue compared to the size of that canal. The amount of money and time our people have been digging this. It's insane. If Spike Viper were to remove all his finances on water except the bare essentials, will he be making over 200,000 profit? Yes, I would be making a lot of profit. Like, we would be making probably more than, like, any other city I've done. What am I doing with the Minecraft SMP? I have something Minecraft's coming up that showed up about the same time as SMP, and I realized that it was even better than the SMP, so we have a delay. Oh, what's this over here? We've got a little pool. Nice. Oh, plan for Mars. Fantastic. Okay, so the good news is that this has stabilized. The bad news is that it hasn't actually gone away. So it's time to increase pumping capacity. As always, for some reason, everything I do is increasing pumping capacity. The issue with just simply increasing pumping capacity, as I said before, is the more we pump, the more we have to handle, and handling the water is almost way more expensive than pumping it. One of these giant pumps will move a whole lot of water. However, those little water outflow pipes don't emit much water at all, so you need a whole lot of them. Yeah, that should be enough to divert the flow a little bit more. And hopefully it doesn't frustrate the water system. We're on very shaky ground right now. The dam itself is having trouble holding the water back. And that's the most worrying part. When you see this, the water is not supposed to get up to this point. It's actually supposed to stop at the line down here where my mouse is. The dam is actually flooding. Now, it's not flooding, it's just going to start flooding because this water is higher than it's... Look at the speed at which the water is being pulled through the dam, and understand that this is more than any natural speed, more than anything that would ever be possible to accomplish. I mean, look at the speed of gravity. Look at these people fall. Like, the water is moving at the same speed as this thing falling. This is some angry water. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Several parts of the dam are actually really close to going over. And that is spooky. That is very spooky. That's something we have to deal with. And not with another dam. No, not another dam. With some engineering solutions. Oh, it looks like we have deflooded a lot of it. With those 2 more extra dams. Good. But the water level has increased in here. That's worrying. Okay, well, I guess if that's the case, we're just going to... We'll grab these. And we're gonna make some friends. Cue a very long session of plugging things together. Boop, 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 boop. So, these outflow pipes are really expensive. Well, not normally, but when you have so many of them, they get really expensive. But they're the only thing keeping the city alive at this point, so I can't really complain. I can, however, just state that they are very expensive. Hopefully, after we get all of these connected together, ignore when I overlap because I make a mistake. Happens a few times. Happens to the best of us. Okay. Great, I actually really messed that one up. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, there we are. That gives us a little bit more capacity. Is it comparable to one of these? It's about like a little bit over half of one of those mega ones. So turn up the tax. Oh yeah, we are running quite the deficit now, aren't we? Well, let's check the taxes. They're at 12%. We can push them up to 13% without rioting. More than 13% and we will have problems. Thankfully, our population at 240,000 is high enough. Well, that's why we make such a ridiculous amount of money, because our population is stupidly high. Although raising the taxes isn't really, well, I guess it is, just slowly. Hopefully it makes a difference. Hopefully. Oh, my voice keeps dying. That's sad. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is pray that this hitting the dam is not going to be enough to push it over the edge. It looks like this situation has completely subsided. Yay! Success. It's nice to win a few. And look, the tourism is coming back again. Okay. I guess that's it, guys. I guess we have done it. I guess we have succeeded in saving this place for one more episode, one more disaster, and a whole lot more water prevention systems. I mean, this has gotten pretty intense. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. And let's ban someone in the chat. Actually don't know how this works. Ah, there we go. That was easy. Boom. Bye.